Mr. R.S. Sodhi joins us now, Managing Director with Amul India. Mr. Sodhi, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Which part of the world you were joining us from? Last time when we spoke to you, you were traveling, you were on the roads.
Nikunj, today I'm in a small town of Gujarat, Anand, and a very pleasant weather. So very happy to see you.
Well, can't say the same about Mumbai. Pollution levels this year are extremely high. So I wish we get better winters and perhaps lower pollution levels. What's happening in the dairy market? Last 1 year, we've seen massive inflation. We've seen a big spike in collection cost. Has everything now neutralized?
Well, Nikunji, if you're talking inflation in food or dairy, there is a difference. Among the whole of food basket, if minimum price increase or inflation has happened, it's only in dairy. You take any other food, pulses, fruits, vegetable, edible oil, meat, poultry, inflation is around 10 to 30, 40, 50%. So naturally now you see prices have started reducing. But as far as the dairy is concerned, and in India, dairy is in the hands of cooperatives. And they are very, very cooperative, are very, very responsive to the consumers' reactions because they are owned by the small people. So if you say minimum inflation in dairy, last 1.5 years, it is only 14 to 15%, or 1 year, only 8%. So what we feel, demand for dairy, especially in packed food products, is still growing much, much faster than now other. And I don't think there is any chance of reduction in any of dairy product prices because we have not gone up to that level. Input cost definitely was increasing last 2-3 years, but now for the last 1 month, I can say the cost of feed ingredients have more or less stabilized or may have gone a little down because of other commodity prices going down. So I see stability in the dairy prices and the market. Maybe small increase here, there may happen, but situation is tight in dairy supply because demand is much, much more than what organized sector is able to meet. Because now pre-COVID level, it is much, much higher than the pre-COVID level. It's good for the long term of dairy industry and for the farmers as well as for the consumers like you.
Okay. Consumers like me were a little worried 10 days ago that there was shortage of butter. What early morning paratha, the butter was missing.
So it is good. Sometimes you are missed. Some people are missing you. So also getting the importance. But let me tell you, Nikunji, we had short supply of butter and fat around Diwali maximum because of a demand increase tremendously, festivals, marriages, out of home, and home consumption should increase, and milk supply is slightly less than the previous year. So naturally fat shortage was there. So we couldn't meet the market demand. And that is why you missed Amul butter on your paratha. But let me tell you, farmers did not ask for increase in price. In spite of it, this thing that demand is more, we have not increased price of fat or butter a single paisa. Just keeping the consumer sentiments.
Interesting. So help us understand right now, do you intend to do that? Because while rest of the soft commodities have
Sorry, I missed your first line. Can you repeat it? Yeah.
Right. Mr. Sodhi, I'm just wondering how long will you be able to hold on to the prices? At some point you will have to increase, right? Because as per our understanding, dairy prices are continuing to be on an uptick.
No. I don't think. You just draw a graph of dairy product prices, other food prices, or anything. You'll see it is below the inflation. It's less than the general inflation in the retail. And prices will definitely has to go up only because farmers also expect their income to be increased, and it will increase only if their produce price increase. So, but I can assure you, price increase in dairy will be lower than the food inflation.
Interesting. I also understand that you're now looking at entering into organic whole wheat atta as well. That's a very interesting diversification.
Yeah. We have already launched about 8 to 9 organic products, including whole wheat atta. And definitely the reason is simple. Because today only I was reading in the newspaper that last year government of India has to give 1,50,000 rupees subsidies on the chemical fertilizer. So basically, to feed us chemically food, we are giving subsidies. So government of India, especially the Honorable Home Minister, has taken this task that we have to increase the organic products production and linking it to the consumer. Because presently what is happening is one side consumer want pesticide-free natural food. Other side, farmers also want to produce because they'll get some 10, 15, 20% more realization. But what was missing? The linkage and the trust among the consumer for the available organic products. So Amul being a very trustworthy and widely available brand and also owned by the farmers, and also I can say now consumers like you. So we have taken this initiative helping small farmers, FPOs, cooperative, small artisan cooperative, so that their organic produce can be linked with the consumer and it can be marketed all over India. So initiative has begun because you see organic product is not a simple. You have to go certification of land, the produce, and a lot of other formalities involved. So we are putting a lot of testing laboratory across India, as well as also serving the market, contacting already FPOs or cooperatives who are in the organic produce market and working out, and gradually it will expand. And I hope consumer and farmers will get the benefit.
Good morning, sir. This is Nantara joining in from Delhi. Just going back to the shortage that we've seen for the utterly butterly delicious butter, which you have said was because of the pickup in demand as well. But sir, what we've also heard from the B2B customers, and they're on record. These are large restaurant chains, hotel chains, which have switched to non-Amul brands, right? For example, they talk about Nandini ghee, etc. Is this temporary? How are you going to win back these business customers?
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong if consumers have shifted to the other cooperatives or other brand of butter, because right now, when Amul is not able to meet the demand, I'm not saying now, because today we are supplying butter or other products more than the average. So it's a consumer choice, and I think there's enough room for everybody. Amul, Nandini, Avin, Virka, Mother Dairy. There's enough room because only 1/3 market is organized market, and all have come out of Amul only. All are brothers, sisters. So now, I mean, I don't consider any of these brands you mentioned our competition. I mean, we are complementing each other's efforts, and that effort is providing very stable annuity price to the dairy producer and providing consumer good product at a very affordable price. So market grows. So it's better. It's good.
Okay, then can I ask you, because I love the way you said you don't consider them to be competition. Who for you are Amul's competitors?
I think competition for Amul is not the dairy companies because they are in pure food category. Okay, competition for dairy is the fake chemical products. Competition for dairy is the very, very wrong propaganda again by the vested interest to harm one side the interest of the farmers by lowering their income, other side providing consumer with the fake factory manufactured so-called food products, but fortified with the all chemically fortified and artificially fortified artificial food promoting as a natural food. That is the competition.
I wanted to ask you that question just to get an insight, because how often do you hear any CEO saying names of competitors are not my actual direct competition? It's been an absolute, pleasure having you on the show today. Allaying concerns about how the utterly butterly delicious butter that we're used to is just a temporary blip. A capacity ramp up is certainly on its way. Thank you, sir, for joining us live today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.